Welcome in to...
Yeah, you don't hear that?
I do now. Yeah. We got a little knocking sound in the system. We haven't touched anything. Not sure what that is. So just, I don't know. Give us 1 second. We're live, but it's okay. We're all hanging out here Monday of game week. That's weird. Something's going on. It's got to be a sound effect. Yeah. So I'm assuming you guys can hear that. Tell us if you can't by some chance. But I'm assuming that you can. Morning grind. There it goes. It's gone.
Okay.
Look at you. Fixing stuff this morning. Yeah, it did kind of sound like a woodpecker. It's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
You good?
I think so.
All right, good. Oh, rubber bouncing ball. Yeah, dribble. Yeah, that's right with you guys. All right.
It's bound to be a sound effect. I'll find it.
Oh, you hadn't found it yet?
I mean, I'd turn something down, but it's probably still there. Like, see. Yeah, so it's a sound effect.
But it's gone.
I'm able to get rid of it when it's just us.
That's what I mean.
If we were taking calls or had a guest, we'd have a
Not a problem for the moment. So, okay. All right, we'll get started. Welcome in to this Monday edition. Blue Sky Live here with you today. Chase Parham, Neal, McCready, Clark Ford Studio. It is game week, Ole Miss and Georgia State. Just a few days away, 6:45 there on Saturday evening from Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Camp completely over, and hey, it's fall outside. It's crisp and cool, and I mean, leaves probably going to start turning here in a few hours. I mean, it is not. We got a nice week coming. In all seriousness, it's fall. We'll get another little bit of a warm streak, but nice week ahead here in the Mid-South and across a good bit of the South as well. So we'll hit on a lot of stuff today, including game lines. I know Neal was really locked into Iowa State and Kansas State, so we're going to break that down in minute detail from Saturday, the game in Dublin. Dan Mullen's first game as UNLV head coach. A lot of stuff to get to here today on the show. Show brought to you every day by Blue Sky locations throughout the state of Mississippi, up and down I-55 throughout North Mississippi as well, all the way down to the epicenter down in Macomb. Got catering options available with Sweet Daddy stops at most of those locations. They do everything from lunch specials, $5.69 here locally, to catering events. No matter the size of the party, they will take care of you with Sweet Daddies and Blue Sky. And again, coming to you from the Clark Ford Studio.
We are Clark Ford's in Amory, Mississippi. 662-257-1900 is the number. Call it. Ask for our friend Corey Clark. Tell Corey what Ford product you are looking for. He'll send you a quote within 15 minutes in business hours. It's right to the bottom line. There's no hassle. There's no haggle. You get your quote. The rest is up to you. You can shop that quote around. You can do what I've done, what I recommend that you do, and that's hop into a Clark Ford today. 662-257-1900. Guest will join on the Campbell Clinic hotline. From fractures and sports injuries to complex spine and limb conditions, the pediatric orthopedic physicians at Campbell Clinic in Oxford are the only specialized pediatric orthopedic team in North Mississippi, providing expert care for growing bodies. Visit CampbellClinicOxford.com to schedule an appointment or call 901-759-3111.
Yeah, thoughts with Kyle. So he's getting a head and neck scan at UAB. So any prayers and thoughts with you. Appreciate you in the stream as always there, including today. And I'll get back with you today. I've been kind of thinking on your question you sent me on DM, but I wanted a kind of a proper thought to it before I wrote you back. So appreciate that. Take care of yourself today. Yeah, people go be in game week. This is one of those weeks where we've talked about this a good bit just in the transition to 24/7 and everything else. Really happy about that expedited timetable because it would be a different world right now had you not appeared on August 1st going into this here game week today. It'd be a little different.
I think I'd be so checked out that it would be
problematic in every way.
I mean, probably would just be, frankly, I almost wonder if I would have ended up just moving on and doing something completely different with my life.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Because of the lag time?
Just because I think I would have gotten so bored. I mean, we're at that stage of our lives where, I mean, like now, the thing that keeps us here is the job. I mean, that's it. I mean, there are no kids. We're not getting kids off to school. We don't have, dance or soccer or any of that stuff. No, I think I would have gotten so bored that I would have done something different.
Brand new still, but You seem to have a pretty good piece, just the whole empty nest thing in general.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm good.
handled it pretty well the last few weeks.
Yeah, no, we're good. Kids are good. As long as everybody's good, I'm good.
School's gone pretty well so far for the youngest, sounds like.
To my knowledge, I really haven't talked to him much at all.
Have you settled into the communication routine?
No. I hardly hear from him. I don't.
Probably a good thing.
Well, and I don't. Even with the girls, I don't call. They can call me. I don't want to intrude on people's lives. I know they're busy. I don't know their schedules, so I don't bother. The girls kind of have a routine. They call like Caroline calls when she's driving. Campbell calls when she has a break. And Carson will probably.
Caroline's the call while in the car person.
Carson will probably call at Christmas.
Okay. When's he coming home?
I don't know. I don't know what, because he's in Rush right now, so I don't know what fraternity obligations he'll have, whether he'll be able to come home for the Ole Miss Arkansas game or not. I think that's what he's planning on. Whether he's actually able to do that, I don't know that he knows that yet.
Yeah, Stacy says my favorite day at Ole Miss, bid day, game week, first day of classes. Yes, everything anew. Ole Miss had bid day on Saturday for sororities, had bid day on Sunday for fraternities, and then now first day of classes here for Ole Miss today. So kind of jump into it. I got some other topics toward the end of the show, but a good bit of kind of Ole Miss and week of college football situation. Ole Miss held its mock scrimmage on Saturday and kind of set up this. Most people have been on the message board. You can go to 24/7 Sports, Rebels247.com and see some, not really thoughts or observations, some notes from talking to people about the evening's proceedings, because I did not attend. We were not allowed to attend, but some people did, and people talk. So
what groups were allowed to attend?
I don't know if there was a specific group. If there were, I'm not aware of that. I don't. Frankly, I didn't ask, and I don't know what the reasons were for anyone that I may or may not have spoken to outside of one person where I know why they were there. So, yes, bid day was completely insane. I'm just personally and for my household, okay, and glad that it's over from the weekend.
I think sorority bid day is pretty much insane everywhere.
Well, it is, and it gets bigger and more insane by the year because it becomes a contest in some ways for that.
Listen, I mean, I told you this. I think it's one of the reasons that these big Southern schools are growing the way that they are. I know that there's a narrative that it's just football. I think football contributes to it, but I think the growth and the popularity.
It looks fun.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I don't know if it's even much more complicated than that. It looks fun.
You look at like everybody jokes about it, but the Instagram stuff, the TikTok stuff with the ones that comes to mind is the one at Alabama. But like this year is popping up in my feed from Kentucky and Texas and everywhere. And they're all doing this, and it looks fun for 17, 18-year-old girls. That looks like fun. And I'm telling you, that's a massive driver for these big Southern schools.
Ole Miss sororities had 2,500 go through Rush this year, I think was the number, something like that. And the chapters took, I've heard as few as 175, and I've heard as high as 312. I think, because they do variable quota to try to get the ones that need more members, one that have had higher retention or they're older to not take as many. Don't worry about it if you don't care, but that's why it's such a different number there with that. I mean, I was telling Neal before we started, just the amount of money spent on the week is mind blowing in so many ways to me. But anyway. So, mock game, mock scrimmage, whatever, 6:45 on Saturday. This is a chance to practice everything about a game day. They do everything that they will also do against Georgia State as far as getting ready prior to the game. Timing is a big thing, making sure the right personnel is on the field. It's just a complete dress rehearsal in every way, including PA for a game night. It was not about how people did for the most part. Like, I've seen multiple people talking about, oh my God, this guy stood out. They were playing scout teams. If they didn't, I would have concerns at this point. It's anyone who is probably playing on Saturday on one team and everyone else on the other. Offense and defense. So it is the mismatch of all mismatches, to the point that Lane laughs about it. He will get asked about it today. And he'll go, it was 77-0 because they played scout team, and it's whatever. They protected some guys that were healthy did not play. And then I think we got probably some evidence of what at least the offensive line has been the most talked about unit from a concern, what's it going to look like standpoint throughout camp. And they had a pretty set 5, it seemed to be, on Saturday, which means from a health standpoint, they're at least good enough to be out there for that. So they're probably good enough to be out there on Saturday, barring any restrictions. And that's Bryson Sanders, that's Kudus, that is PJ Wilkin, that's Diego Pounds, and that's Jaden Williams. Those were the 5 that were the first to be out there. Dono Townsend did not play. He is injured. Yes. I do not know the extent or severity of said injury, but he was not.
And it's okay to report that you don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
It's okay.
Someone told me he was on crutches. Is that true? I have no idea. Yeah. I have not seen that with my own eyes.
And that wouldn't necessarily mean anything.
It would not.
TJ Banks was on crutches a few weeks ago, and he's playing
100%.
Now. So I mean, it just doesn't. I tell people this all the time. I'll never teach a journalism class, but if I did, one of the things I would say is it's okay to not know. It's okay to write that you don't know. It is okay. It is okay to watch preseason camp for a month, admit that what you're seeing is incredibly controlled, and to say, I don't know. I don't know whether these people are healthy or not. I don't know. They don't let us see that. And I don't know. And it's okay because, like I tell people this all the time, it's one of the reasons I'm glad it's game week is that there will be games to reference. Mm-hmm. We'll get out of this secrecy shrouded and out of a vacuum thing, and we'll be out of a vacuum. But it's okay to admit, hey, you're in a vacuum. The hot takes, 10 things from the scrimmage. No, you don't have 10 things from the effing scrimmage. You weren't there. You know what I mean? I mean, it's you 10 things we learned at practice today. You learned nothing at practice today. Why is it? It's okay to say I didn't learn anything at practice today.
Well, because as we said, we talked about
it drives me crazy.
We talked about it on either Wednesday or Thursday. Is that somebody asked today? I asked for questions for some buy-sell stuff on the message board. I'll turn it into a content item tomorrow or Wednesday. And one of them was maybe Ole Miss wins 10 games or something like that. Yeah. And I am at the point, and I think this happens every year, and I have to recognize that this is where I'm at mentally. We talked about this Wednesday or Thursday a little bit, is that I'm in wart phase right now. I see all the warts for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I don't cover practices at Kentucky or Arkansas or Tulane, so I don't know where their warts are, even though they definitely have them.
I mean,
but I am looking for the negatives on the team that I cover because I'm just out there and I'm seeing them and talking about them so much that I'm always a little, not pessimistic, but cautious during this point. And I always kind of want to go under at this point of camp.
Of course.
Because I go, I don't know, that's a problem. Because I keep seeing it be a problem over and over and over and over again. But I don't know what everybody else looks like. So I have no way to compare it to LSU or anyone else.
And there's a fan/media psychology that a lot of people don't acknowledge, but it's true. They would love for you to tell them 11-1 right now. I think they're going 11-1. That's what they want you to say. Why? Well, there's some psychology there. One, God almighty, that tells you what you want to hear right now. And then two, if you're wrong, it's easier to yell at you about being wrong. Mm-hmm. Look at Steve Robertson and Mississippi State years ago.
Rose Bowl.
There was a lot of hype around that team.
Yeah.
Now he went over the top, obviously.
And I think they went 3-8.
But there was, in fairness to him, there was a lot of hype for that team.
Yeah.
What's remembered from that? Not that the team failed. Not that the team underachieved.
That Steve predicted incorrectly.
Yeah. Because he went crazy. There's a lot to that.
2001.
I don't remember.
I think it was 2001.
But that team did have some preseason hype around it. I remember that. They had good players.
They were ranked 20th in the country in the preseason.
So there you go.
I just found it. Yeah, that's correct.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. But it's so much easier if you're a Mississippi State fan to get mad at Steve than it is to get mad at the team that actually severely underachieved.
And yeah, a lot of the optimism and things is that Kiffin hasn't had a dud season. He's figured it out at this point with whatever they've had.
Yeah.
I mean, even in 2020, he was just WD-40 and duct tape and got that thing to 5-5.
Yeah. There was a thread on our board. I did not watch.
That would have been an 8-4 year if they played non-conference games.
Yeah. There was a thread on our board the other day about, and I'm not criticizing anybody. I find the psychology kind of interesting. Apparently, College Game Day didn't mention Ole Miss at all. I didn't watch. I don't know. But it was like, that's disrespect. It's like, no, it's not. You don't play for a week. You don't play anybody meaningful for a few weeks. And so you're not really on the radar right this moment. But you absolutely are respected because you have a number in front of your name.
If you're 4-0, you probably have game day in your Grove on that day. I mean, so, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what the rest of the schedule is.
But you got a shot.
Yeah, but you'll certainly be relevant. I mean, you're relevant now, despite the fact that you lost a ton off your team, all that stuff. But there's a psychology to that that's really fascinating to me.
Okay, Rebels says, does Southern have a real shot to beat the Dogs on Saturday? We're going to get to lines here in a minute. State people, including Brian Haydad, think there is some concern to this game. I will take their word for it. They know way more about it than I do, as opposed to that. But, I mean, it's an all-new team. They brought a ton of kids from Marshall and out of the transfer portal to Hattiesburg with Charles Ruff since they made that coaching change. A few more things from Saturday. Kewan Lacey has pretty much been the primary back throughout camp. However, you want to dictate primary, but anything we have seen. Also got the majority of the early carries on Saturday during this mock thing. Maybe a little bit of a surprise. Damian Taylor got a bunch of touches in the first half on Saturday. I don't know. Again, not making any more of it than it is, just telling you what happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that I know enough about running back play to do things, but I will say that I have watched Logan Diggs some in practice and wondered if he just doesn't have his explosiveness. Now, I don't remember him from his days at LSU enough to tell you whether he was an explosive back there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is he a gamer? Is he not? I don't know.
I just don't know.
Correct.
But in the limited drills that we've watched, there have been times that I've wondered, I wonder if he's just not all the way back yet.
And then I continue to be I'm intentionally leaving out Austin Simmons because I want to talk about him later in the show. But if offensive line is number one, number two, secondary for Saturday, wanting to know snap counts, how they line them up, what it looks like, all these different things, because it appears that there is starting to emerge a rotation, a core, some optimism about the talent on the field. Just depends on sort of how it all kind of comes together and what that looks like, because they have liked Antonio Kite the entire preseason. He has sort of locked down one of those corner spots. Yep. Now, you can't expect him to be Trey Amos because that's not fair.
No,
in any capacity.
Trey's really. It looks like Trey's going to win a starting job with the Commanders.
I mean, that says everything you need right there.
Really tells you everything.
So he has locked down a spot, and then you've got this other area with they like Ricky Fletcher because of his size. He brought sort of the size-speed ratio they wanted from South Alabama, but that's a transition from the Jags to the Rebels.
Quite a bit.
You got Chris Graves, who has great ball skills, was a wide receiver, but has just never been consistent enough. Does he finally find that consistency? And look, he missed the early part of camp. He was at least present for all that stuff that happened. Dante Core has turned it on, but what does that mean for a true freshman in the SEC? I don't know. For a freshman in the SEC, no clue. So I really want to see sort of how they work in the corners and the safeties. They've got looks like Braxton's going to start the year at corner as of right now. So really kind of building the cornerback spot in some ways. You know, they love the kid from.
He's played at this level. Fletcher hasn't.
Yeah, they love the kid from Washington State. I think he's going to be on the field a good bit. Just kind of was told that late last week, and then one of the surprises just from a returning health and ability has been T.J. Banks. He's really flashed since he's been on the field, and the way that has looked. Yes, final NFL cuts are tomorrow. They're kind of beginning cuts today for
today the cut day.
Yeah, they have to be done by whatever time of day it is tomorrow. But yes,
preseason games are over.
Yeah, I'm assuming if they've got cuts done. Okay. Yeah, I think that's true. Pretty sure that's true. So, kickers look really good on Saturday. Canero hit, I think, pretty much everything. I was told he had one 54, 55-yarder that cleared pretty easily, so there was some distance to his kicks. I think he's going to be the kickoff guy as well.
Okay.
For that. And then we have not seen Oscar Bird hit a kick the entire year, so I don't know. I know nothing about his punting ability at this point.
I wrote a story on him.
You did, saw that, but we have not seen him.
Not seen him.
You know, that's a different coaching philosophy, because in the past, under some previous coaches, we would have seen nothing but kickers.
Yeah.
The entire camp. We would have been able to give you everything you needed on a damn punter and a place kicker.
Both Nutt and Freeze were big on letting us watch lots of kicking.
Yeah, we saw a lot of kickers. They mostly kick inside. And there was some hesitancy early in camp if we could even stay inside and watch them, if that was an accessible part of practice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I asked one day. I said, "Hey, if we want to stay in," and it was kind of like, I was like, so I'm a little confused, but okay. I'm.
And I think we're through with practice access now. That's the impression I got.
That is my understanding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last year, early in the season, there was some Tuesday access.
There is no viewing on Tuesday?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
It's in an email somewhere, but I didn't read it close enough to tell you. I'll look for it in a minute. So I don't know. All right, we'll continue this conversation in a minute. Before we do that, I'll tell you about NE Spark, the fastest, most reliable fiber internet option available. Whether you're streaming the Rebels or connecting with family and friends, they offer both residential and business packages with speeds up to 2 gigabits. To learn more, register for service. That's nespark.com. NeSpark, get connected. Stay local.
We're also brought to you by Comer Heating and Air, Southern Air Conditioning and Heating. Different names, but same great people, products, and services. If you live in Oxford, Batesville, Tupelo, or the surrounding area, call Comer. 662-801-1777. If you live in Memphis, South Haven, Hernando, those areas, call Southern 662-429-4429. Oxford locals, Ole Miss families, if you need dry cleaning or laundry done right, Lapel's Dry Cleaning has you covered. They are the sponsor for Neal's Picks this year. That comes out on Thursday. I already got the text from Comus yesterday going, "When's that run?" I said, "Thursday, turn your picks in now. Do it now. Don't wait."
We can't until the system. It's up in the system.
It's in the system.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Stop at the excuses.
Neal gets frustrated by this.
Landon's picks are already in.
Oh, we're adding him this year?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing
We
that.
discussed that.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear a final determination.
You said you were for it.
I still didn't hear a final determination.
I didn't know that I needed to follow up and go, yes, you were for this thing and now it's done.
Okay.
That's kind of like, hey, I'm going to write a preview story to a commitment. And then the day of, I'm going to say it's commitment day. And then if the kid commits to my team, I'll write the story that he committed. If he commits to a different team, I'll act like none of that ever happened.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
So it's not like that, but we can do that if
Okay,
that's what
that's
you
fine.
want.
Go
I'm just
ahead.
asking. Okay. Lapel's Dry Cleaning has you covered. Proudly serving the Oxford community since 2016, Lapel's takes care of everything from suits and formal dresses to comforters and everyday laundry. Even better, they offer free pickup and delivery to make life easier. Just call 662-638-3149 to be added to their pickup and delivery route, or visit them at 3010 Old Taylor Road, right across from the Mark Condominiums. Mention Rebels 247 or MPW Digital. Get 50% off your first code. Trust Lapels to keep you looking your best. We're presented by ENT Physicians of North Mississippi as the largest private ENT practice in the state. Their goal is simple: delivering fast, expert, comprehensive care for patients of all ages with ENT, allergy, sinus, dizziness, balance, and voice-related needs. With same-day or next-day appointments with ENT urgent care for that annoying cough or sore throat, in-office CT scans, and same-day allergy testing, and access to their comprehensive audiology team offering a full range of services from hearing aids and custom hearing protection to potential surgical options. ENT Physicians of North Mississippi are committed to removing barriers to care. They now have new locations in New Albany and Starkville, in addition to Tupelo, Corinth, and more. Get more details at entnorthmississippi.com or call 662-844-8513.
Podcast is brought to you by New Albany Pharmacy and Solutions, located 140 Fairfield Drive in New Albany. You can contact them at 662-539-7777. Family-owned pharmacy with excellent service, wide range of gifts for all ages. So it's home decor, jewelry, and more. Tell them you heard about them from MPW Digital and get 15% off any non-medical purchase. Again, that's Fairfield Drive in New Albany, 662-539-7777.
My 10 weekend thoughts are up at 247sports.com. Rebels 24/7. Are you retiring soon? I should say they're brought to you by Andrew Sego, Sego Wealth Management. Are you retiring soon? How long should you wait to take Social Security? What accounts should you pull from first? Are you already retired? Should you consider Roth conversions? These are just some of the questions that can only be answered with the personalized retirement income plan. Andrew Sego, Sego Wealth Management, specializes in helping folks just like you come up with their retirement game plan. Whether you meet at his office in Collierville or prefer Zoom from anywhere, schedule a free discovery meeting and see what they can do for you. It's rebelsretire.com. And we're brought to you by Arnett's Fine Jewelry. It's a fourth-generation jeweler located in the old Lamons Jewelry Building, North Lamar Avenue in Oxford. They offer expert jewelry repair, diamond engagement rings, wedding bands, stackable diamonds, genuine stone bands, pearls, genuine color stones, diamond jewelry, and much, much more. At Arnett's, they want to be your jeweler.
Let's get into game lines a little bit for the week. We'll have some of these in Neal's picks. Are we just SEC games, or is there some other stuff?
Yeah, just SEC this week. I didn't even look to see if there were top 25 matchups. I just went SEC. So there's plenty of games. Let's see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 games.
That's what happens when you have no
I was seeing if there was anything
intra-league matchups.
Which means that's a lot of photos to cut, a lot of captions to write. That was a lot to do. It took me a couple of hours yesterday setting that up.
So you slacked off and didn't look for 25 matchups.
Yes, that is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Hawaii is 1-0, beating a very, very, very hapless Stanford team on a Saturday, 23-20. That was close game, not good game. Kind of like the NCAA tournament gives you sometimes in basketball.
Yes.
When it's a rock fight and you go, hey, that's awesome. And you went, it's close. It was not awesome. Different. Not the same thing.
I read multiple people that said, greatest day, greatest.
Well, I mean, it was football.
Great day, greatest day of ever.
It was football.
I know some of those people, there's no way it's genuine.
The kicker from Hawaii does have a great story. He taught himself to kick off YouTube videos.
Oh.
Then he ended up at a junior college and then ended up at Hawaii and hit the game winner.
Good for him.
Last walk-off tie game.
That's a generational. That generation learns a lot off YouTube.
Well, including how to be a D1 kicker.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
There it is. Western Kentucky, who I think is pretty good, right? They okay. They were good last year.
Were they?
Yeah, didn't they win the Sun Belt last year?
I don't remember.
Okay. They beat Conference USA, sorry. They beat Sam Houston 41-24. So Phil Longo 0-1. They're back with the Bearcats.
That's too bad.
I hate that. He didn't have enough grass to chase. It struggled with that with the Hilltoppers and the Bearcats. Kansas looked pretty good on a Saturday, beating probably a pretty bad Fresno State team 31-7 in Lawrence. Hearing rave reviews about their stadium. Yeah. They decided to spend money on the stadium instead of other things, and it paid off because
they had to.
The Booth family, is that right?
Something like that.
There in Kansas?
I mean, I've read some stuff about that. They really had no choice but to redo everything. It was not only was it apparently was getting to the point where it wasn't safe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that was their facilities everywhere except for basketball, because they said we had the guy from the Kansas 24/7 sports site, his name is escaping me right now, earlier this summer when AJ Storr committed. And he had mentioned then that even though Kansas's baseball team had a top 17 RPI, that he did not believe their facility could host a regional if it came to that, that it was not okay enough for that.
They did a drone thing where they showed the stadium and their new football facility. Mm-hmm. Incredibly well done. I mean, the whole thing, it was pretty interesting. But apparently
it was bad.
They had nothing. And not only did they not have anything, some of what they had was no longer safe.
Okay. In the top 25 matchup, the pinnacle game of the day, Iowa State 24, Kansas State 21. It was raining. There were 4 fumbles in the first half of that game. Even the announcers called it pretty sloppy. Both defenses well ahead of the offenses in every way, but Iowa State did hold on and win that one 24-21 despite getting outscored in the fourth quarter. So Matt Campbell and the Cyclones will move up. It's probably this week, 22nd in the country, and they get the win over number 17 K-State in the opener.
All he does is win there.
He
just wins.
He's not sexy, but he
No.
wins.
Well,
It's very Iowa State of him.
yeah.
Just
Nice. Those are nice people, Iowa State people.
are they?
Yeah, I met a bunch of them in
Milwaukee.
They
Really?
were super nice. Yeah.
Did you meet any fan bases that were not nice in Milwaukee?
I mean, I don't really meet a lot of people, but I was talking to, I specifically met some Iowa State people that day, and they were super nice because I was confused by, they had this different mascot kind of thing, and I was like, wait, I thought y'all were like the Hawk.
The Cyclones.
The Cyclones.
With
And
the
it was,
hawk
they had,
thing.
And they had and so he explained the whole
What
story.
was the other one?
I don't remember.
They have two mascots?
They had like a second color.
So they're
or
like
mascot
Auburn
or
of the Big
something.
12?
Maybe so.
Okay.
He explained it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Did it actually make sense?
It did. I mean, college mascot stuff never makes sense. That's why I've told people,
Just pick something.
just pick something and say that's what we're doing.
You won't be the weirdest one no matter what.
You don't have to have a dramatic backstory.
That's true.
Just pick something.
That's fair. And then Dan Mullen avoided disaster in his opener with UNLV. Caden Costa, by the way, one of the kickers there at UNLV now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of heard that.
He and Dan Mullen. They were down at the break, down 10-0 in the first quarter to FCS Idaho State, but they ended up pulling it out 38-31.
Oh.
They're the Rebels that were getting a little bit of kind of dark horse group of 5 playoff buzz in the preseason.
History will just show this as a dub. They win enough, they'll still.
It's like golf. You don't have to draw pictures of it.
Just won the game.
Boise State gets us started on Thursday. They're ranked 25th in the country. They play South Florida on the road. They are favored by 6.5, 4:30 on Thursday. So right there for hand-raised guys, giving us South Florida and Boise State.
Probably the humidity be a little shocking for the boys from Idaho.
It's not going to be the same deal, isn't it?
I've never spent the summer in Idaho, but I'm going to guess they don't have the same level of humidity.
It's Tampa.
Florida's hot, man.
Well, we got a mild week, though.
It is milder.
Yeah, we're getting mild. I told you it was fall this morning.
Yeah.
There's a Christmas in the air this morning.
I got out and went for a...
Could have gotten cider out this morning.
I did about... Well, I wouldn't go that far. I did about a half-hour walk, and it was nice. It's pleasant. Talked to my brother.
Did you?
Yeah.
I told you, you're making more phone calls now that you're walking more.
Yeah.
You are.
We just chatted.
Okay.
Called up first part of the week. He has a stressful job in corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
I hear some corporate America stories.
I mean, you work for Paramount. It's a big company.
He has told me, hey,
be glad.
Be aware.
Yes. Oh, okay. Aware.
Yeah.
NC State -12 against East Carolina. UCF -18 against Rich Rod and Jacksonville State.
Who they play? No, Rich Rod's at West Virginia now.
Oh, yeah, he left. Sorry. Whoever replaced him's at UCF this week.
You didn't read 10 Thoughts. You just revealed it right there.
Yeah, no.
You just gave it away right there.
I skimmed them.
That was one of the stories. There's a big story. I think Dellinger wrote it on Rich Rod back in West Virginia.
Okay.
Yep.
I skimmed them. Delaware is now FBS, so they play Delaware State this week. Things moving up to FBS is interesting because there's so much extra money involved with doing that. But the Blue Hens have done that. Neal's UL Monroe plays St. Francis at 6:00 on Thursday.
Sammy says I'm on to something about Utah and the SEC. Says just saying, stay tuned.
Was Alex asking us about that on the call on Thursday?
Yeah, there was something about that. I'll just simply say, I haven't heard specifically anything about Utah. I will simply say that I firmly believe, based on conversations I've had, that further realignment / expansion is imminent. I won't say imminent because imminent, people turn imminent into tomorrow.
They do. On the table.
But it's definitely, yes. That's
not strong enough.
But very much on the table.
In the forecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extended forecast.
Missouri, your first SEC game. They play the Central Arkansas Bears at 6:30 on Thursday evening on the SEC Network from Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State plays Jason Simpson and UT Martin at 6:30 on Thursday.
That's good for Jason because he'll get to go to Tuscaloosa on Saturday.
Yeah.
Or Tallahassee, not Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
I guess he could go to Tuscaloosa if he wanted to, but the game wouldn't be there.
Nebraska's at Cincinnati, so we got a tilt there from
who'd you say my Warhawks play, by the way? St. Francis?
St. Francis.
They're going to get us a dub.
Do we know where St. Francis is?
Is that Maryland?
I was going to say New York or Pennsylvania, but
okay.
I don't know.
Welcome to Monroe.
Miami of Ohio and Wisconsin on Thursday. Wisconsin favored by 17.5. Is that still Luke Fickell?
Yeah.
He better get it going.
Yeah, running out of
Time to get it going there in Madison.
Probably running out of time.
Yeah. On Friday, we got some games. Tarleton State's at Army. Okay,
sure.
Western Michigan, Michigan State. Wake Forest, Kennesaw. Oh, boy. Western Illinois, Kansas, and Wagner.
Whew.
Auburn and Baylor, 7 o'clock on Fox.
Yep.
Auburn favored by 2.5.
Yep, that's the line we've got too.
So we've got that one. 57.5 on the total from McLean Stadium in Waco. Georgia Tech, Colorado, 7 o'clock on ESPN on Friday. So Dion against the Yellow Jackets. Georgia Tech -4.
Georgia Tech, Colorado. That's not terrible.
No, it's fine. UNLV, Sam Houston. So Phil Longo, Dan Mullen on Friday night.
Okay.
Head-to-head. 8:30 on CBS Sports Network. So when you get done with the first set of games, you can flip over there on Friday.
Yeah, I know.
Get that one going. Ole Miss and Georgia State. That line is now at 38 for Saturday. I hate these lines because it just simply is dependent on what they want to do. I think.
Yes.
Georgia State did scare the shit out of Vanderbilt, or they beat them last year, right?
Beat them.
I don't like the upset chances for the Panthers on Saturday.
No, what you don't know is how much, like you said, you just don't know how much a coach wants to blow a game open. How much does it matter to him to blow a game open? And I don't know the answer to that.
I don't think we're doing the live stream for Friday.
No,
go ahead and head that off. For frankly multiple reasons.
I don't think it's the greatest look, honestly, because it looks like we're doing a cheering against the Auburn, and which is not our brand at all.
It is not. It's much more nuanced than that. Even if we were watching the game, so that's not really the move.
And it's going to be a late night the next night.
Real late night. Because the post-game show will begin probably about 10:15, something like that.
I would guess.
Somewhere in that realm. So we're probably 10:15, 12:15.
So I'm probably close to midnight getting on, which means I'm not getting out of the stadium until almost 1 a.m. Although I might drive back here.
Yeah, you have time actually to do that probably.
And do the show from here.
Yeah. And it will be like most times last year, it will be about a 2-hour show. It's not going to go 4 hours, especially at that. There'll be times early when we have 11 o'clock kicks where everybody's kind of into it. We might hang out for a while and just watch football, but that is not the case for that game. It will be a 2-hour show that night. Texas and Ohio State, the big one, 11 o'clock on Fox. Ohio State favored by 1.5, the defending national champions. Texas making the semis last year. And they are 47.5 is the total on this one between Texas and Ohio State. You got to lean early in the week?
I just don't know anything about either team, really. I mean, you've got two young quarterbacks making highly recruited kids, obviously, making debuts, so essentially. I mean, I know Arch started a game against ULM, but essentially this is his debut. I kind of lean Texas a little, but I don't know why. I mean, the line's 1.5. And the truth is, if these two teams are as good as everybody says it is, this game doesn't matter.
It's fair. And not in today's world. Syracuse at Tennessee. No, it's in Atlanta, sorry. Atlanta for Syracuse, Tennessee. Tennessee minus 13.5. Well, that's probably about right. I mean, Syracuse isn't great by any means, but Tennessee breaking in Joey Aguilar.
Yeah, I think that's the part you just don't know. You just don't know what Tennessee's offense will look like.
Total 50.5 on this one.
I think the unfair thing here with Tennessee a little bit is that Heupel's a really good offensive coach.
He is.
I mean, he has made his offense click with quarterbacks.
Their demise is they're not done.
People are probably going too far with this.
I agree with that.
And I'm not convinced Nico Iamaleava was
all world.
I'm not.
He looked lost in that playoff game.
I mean, he did some he did some good things last year, but there were some moments last year where he was not a good quarterback.
Mississippi State, Southern Miss. It's in Hattiesburg. Complete free shot for the Golden Eagles in every way, even to keep it competitive. Line's only 12. Not a crazy line. I won't be shocked, so my head to the carpet, but I'll be fairly surprised if Southern Miss is competitive late in this game.
That's me.
It's not like, oh my God, but I'd go, oh.
Let me be clear here, but if you're new to our show, and based on our numbers, we have a lot of new people to the show.
Yeah.
I don't actually bet money on football games, so take this with a grain of salt.
I think Neal has actually bet on 2 games since I've known him.
And one was a basketball game.
It was, yes. Oh, that was funny that day.
Yeah. So don't do this like if Siski does it, he bets real money on games. Jeffrey bets real money on games. I don't. But if I did, I think this would be one of my games. I think I'd take Mississippi State and lay 11.5. I've got an SEC team against a Sun Belt team.
And what sometimes gets lost here is we keep talking about free shots and circlings and all that. The State needs a freaking win. They've got this game circled too.
Of course.
This isn't look ahead to LSU next week for the Bulldogs.
Oh, no.
They don't play LSU week.
Right.
But
no, absolutely.
We're here. Lebby has to concentrate on this game.
They like Blake Shapen. They think Shapen's a good quarterback. He's back with I'm not saying he is or isn't. I don't know. I haven't been to a Mississippi State
But I'm
practice.
with you. I would lay the 11.5 or the 12 or whatever the number is here.
We've got it at 11.5.
Okay.
I would lay them. If you told me I had to bet real money on this game, that's where I would go.
I agree with you.
Frankly, with no hesitation.
I'm with you. Ole Miss's future opponent, Tulane, they open up at home at Ullman against the Northwestern Wildcats of the Big Ten. That's 11 o'clock on ESPNU there on Saturday. Kentucky opens up against Toledo. The line's kind of tight, too. UK only -7.5 against Jason Candle and the Rockets.
What I don't know about Toledo, and frankly about Kentucky,
they have named Nick Calzada the starting quarterback as of this morning.
Yeah. What you just don't know with Toledo was that they were a really good team last year, but what did they lose off that team? I don't know.
Got nothing.
And then like Kentucky's one of those handful of SEC teams that I don't know. What did they add? Did they fix some things quietly? Who's their Ricky Fletcher, if you will? You know what I mean? I don't know the answer to that. I'm
That's true because those Group of 5 teams can have so much turnover in its top part of the roster.
Of course, though, they all do.
Yeah.
So, Kentucky added guys, like Arkansas added guys. I mean, Mississippi State added guys. I don't know. So when you do the whole – I'm very reluctant in this era of college football to go, a team's going to suck because they sucked last year.
It doesn't work like that. I agree.
It could be. It's possible, but I don't – based on what we know right now, which is not very much. Now, maybe you're out there and you're one of these people who are studying rosters and you were reading sites day in and day out. And if that's the case, there's a lot of you that know a lot more about those teams than I do. But I wouldn't touch I wouldn't touch Toledo, Kentucky with real money.
Rich Rod does get going at 1 o'clock on ESPN Plus on Saturday. He gets a gimme game against Robert Morris. Georgia plays Marshall, who's replacing Charles Huff, at 2:30 on ESPN. They won the league last year, then lost their coach to the last place team in the league. That doesn't happen very often.
So this game, I've got it at 39.5.
That's what we have it at here too.
And this game is one of those games where it really depends on what Kirby wants to do.
Because he goes into Saban
break
mode sometimes.
It's early in the year, and they're going to blow the game open, and he's going to
get Stockton some.
He's going to put some other guys in, and look, you just put them, and Kirby puts them through a grueling camp. Is this a reward? Do you put some guys in and going, hey, let's find out what we've got with some guys, or get an idea, or let's let some guys play? Do you let a backup quarterback throw it? Because if Georgia wants to win this game by 55 points, they will. If Kirby decides that, no, I don't really want to do this to this guy across the sideline. I've seen enough. Let's get out of here. This could be an easy cover.
Did I call him Nick Calzada? Sorry, Zach Calzada. Whatever, Calzada. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
But he's experienced.
I'll get it right by week 2.
He's played in the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expect from Kentucky. Frankly, not a whole lot. But then I don't know what I really base that on.
One of Neal's favorite games of the week coming up 2:30 on ABC from Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. The Alabama Crimson Tide at Florida State. Bama minus 13.5 in this one.
Now I will tell you that I would bet real money on this if I were inclined to bet.
And you would bet it on the Crimson Tide.
I would lay them.
Well, there's no guarantee Florida State's good.
No.
In any world.
No. I mean, they're getting some numbers here just because of who they are.
Still, which is typically where you can take advantage of it because
they've got a new quarterback and stuff like that. He was good at Boston College.
Oh, it's that kid.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's like Castellanos.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ty Simpson's first start.
Yeah.
They're without Jam Miller.
Yeah, he'll be back for the Georgia game.
Okay.
So it's a minor, relatively.
Okay.
Injury.
50.5 on your total. If you want to go over or under on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever do over unders. I hate them.
Do you?
Hate them.
Siski do a lot of over unders.
Oh yeah, he does lots of foot. I mean, dude watches. He probably watched more football this weekend than I will watch in the first 2 months of the season combined.
Well, that's not true. Straight math says that's not true. But he probably did sit down and watch a lot of hours of football on Saturday. He was probably locked into Hawaii and Stanford on Saturday.
He's way ahead of me.
It is literally his day job.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a criticism.
Yeah. Liberty minus 25.5 against the Maine Black Bears on Saturday. We need a game around 3 o'clock. Arkansas, Alabama A&M. So Sam Pittman will get him one there from Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville. 3:15 on SEC Network against the SWAC school.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Illinois State. That's 5 o'clock on ESPN Plus, SEC Network Plus. Oklahoma minus 35.5. And that one against
I didn't
Redbirds.
even find a line on that.
ESPN showing 35.5.
Oh, I didn't see a line.
We're just going to make that a 1-0.
Yeah, we're just going to everybody getting a dub.
Unless you want to pick the upset.
Nah. I used DraftKings. They didn't have a line.
Illinois State's not D1. I mean, FBS, are they?
Are they not?
I'm asking.
I'll look again. I didn't see a line yesterday on that game.
No, it's fine. All right, we'll look at the rest of the slate in a second. First, tell you the podcast brought to you by the Ole Miss Athletics Foundation. Fall sports are very much underway. Soccer team beat UAB over the weekend. There's a new digital ticket model also going into effect, so make sure you're aware of that. The screenshots will no longer work. So go to OleMissSports.com and familiarize yourself with the latest transferring process. And 2025 men's and women's basketball season ticket donation renewal deadline is quickly approaching, just like 6 days away now, August 31st. So call the Ole Miss ticket office or visit them online to get your tickets today. And if you want to get your priority points up before seat or parking selections, call the foundation, 662-915-7159, or give to athletics.com.
We're brought to you by the College Corner, Georgia State. Georgia State is wear white on Saturday. Plenty of polos, tees in stock. Got lots of new hats. They're right over there behind Chase. We'll give some of those away on Thursday night on the show. What we'll do is we'll make it where you can pick the hat you want. We'll come up with some trivia questions or maybe a super chat contest or something. You'll pick the hat. I'll get your name, phone number, something. I'll send it to Scott over at College Corner, and you can either stop in on your way into town and get your hat, or you can have them ship it to you. I don't want to be involved in the shipping because money and stuff. But anyway, College Corner, plenty of polos, tees in stock, more than 4,000 square feet of the best Rebel gear in Oxford. Don't fight the traffic. On the Square or Jackson Avenue, come to their new location at the Oxford Commons across from the new Chick-fil-A. Plenty of parking, and the staff will have you in and out on your way to the Grove in no time. All the brands you're looking for: Nike, Horn Legend, Champion, Antigua, to name a few. They also have a spot in Ridgeland by Fleet Feet in Flowood next to the Half Shell. You can also visit them online at collegecornerstore.com. Brought to you by Kaiser Flooring. Kaiser's going to be dropping off some flooring here later this week for redoing our upstairs a little bit. They do phenomenal work. Certified installers. They're proud to offer a wide range of options, included heated tile. We're not doing heated tile. It's a thought, though. It'd be cool, but we're
It'd
not.
be nice.
It'd be really nice. In fact, did you know they even build showers, offering a lifetime warranty against leaking? Wherever you stand in your home, stand confidently thanks to the specialist at Kaiser Flooring. Visit Kaiser Flooring in Oxford or Batesville, or check them out online at kaiserflooring.com. We're brought to you by Argent Wealth. Argent, based in Ridgeland, Mississippi. They represent clients in more than 20 states. They provide detailed, specialized investment management, financial planning, retirement planning for individuals and businesses, and much more. At Argent, investing is treated like a commodity. Decisions are made using objective information and research, not emotions. Regardless of your level of wealth, Argent will sit down with you, listen to your goals, study your expenses, and put forth a comprehensive, detailed financial and retirement plan built just for you. Cookie cutter financial planners put you in a box. Argent builds a box just for you. It's myargentwealth.com. And we're brought to you by John Edwards, Regency Travel Incorporated in Memphis. If you're trying to plan a trip that creates a lifetime of unique memories, get in touch with John. Give him some parameters. Give him a budget. And he will give you some options that you're probably not going to find on your own. 901-494-3387, or send him an email, jedwards@regencytravel.net.
Podcast is brought to you by Chicory Market, chicorymarket.com. Also, Johnson Hill Creamery. When you're coming to town this week, stop by Chicory. All those organic, fresh ingredients they have available. Tons of different selections. You just kind of walk through the aisles and find tons of things that you have interest in. Monday to Friday, 8 to 7. Saturday, 8 to 6. And Sunday, 9 to 6 as well. So great for stocking your condo, hotel room, Airbnb, or whatever you got going on this weekend. And then remember also the Friday night supper that is going on Friday before Georgia Southern, and every home weekend this year. It's 7 to 9 o'clock. It's 4-course meal, set price. It's BYOB. You can also stop into Vine Bottle Shop and grab a bottle while you're in there. I think I might go on Friday as well. So you might hang out and have dinner there. Mahi, the protein for the main course, but a lot of fresh ingredients, doing a lot of watermelon things. You got a banana bread pudding. You got got some chocolate ice cream for dessert. A lot of stuff there. Again, with Chicory Market, including their Friday meal, you can reserve your spot directly online. Go to events at chicorymarket.com. Let's see. Where are we at? By the way, Cal Raleigh hit his 48th and 49th home run last night, and which is the most in MLB history by a primary catcher. He's on pace for 61, which would be one short of Judge's AL record, but already now with how many ever games to go has set the record for primary catcher home runs in a season.
31, 32 games left for most teams.
He's good.
No, he's a great player.
They're actually a pretty fun team.
Seattle?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not watching a ton of Major League Baseball, but they are very much a fun team. And then Sports World was really pulling for Tommy Fleetwood to win on the PGA Tour yesterday. Yeah. He did get that win. I think he's 34 years old now. First win on the PGA Tour. And the way the situation set up, he had a hell of a payday because he wins the Tour Championship. He was ranked 5th in FedEx Cup points coming into the day. And if you're in the top 5 and you win the Tour Championship, you also automatically win the FedEx Cup. So he wins the season-long points race with that win yesterday. So he took on a ton of money for that. So hell of a payday. It is. It's also sort of that deal where it's like, okay, a guy won for the first time and he won the points race and Scheffler didn't. And it's kind of, I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't really care, but Scheffler's good. I think he's going to know where his next meal's coming from. But I find that a little odd when somebody who has not won.
Is it just because he finishes top 5 or so consistently?
Well, once you get into he's had a good season, and then he finished like second a couple weeks ago. Once you get into the points race and start moving up and up and up and up, you can. They want to make it where there's some dramatics in the final week, and it's not simply
up and up and up and up and up. Sounds like a cheer.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It does. Sounds like a high school cheer. We're going up and up and up and up and up. Pretty easy to learn.
Yeah, Fleetwood won $10 million for winning the Tour Championship.
It's a good day.
It's not a bad payout, is it?
I'd be pleased.
$355,000 for finishing last.
I'd be pleased with that too. What's the Micah Parsons deal? Is he not under contract yet? Is that?
Oh, still?
I don't know. I did see where he was walking through the concourse eating nachos and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Get back in the lines in a second. Let me do it before I do that. I kind of forgot a second ago. With Josh Steele Creamery, they are still taking orders for Friday. So even though we're in game week, if you waited a little while, you didn't know exactly what your tailgating catering situation was going to be for Friday, JohnsonHillCreamery.com, or you can locate them there off Chicory Market's website. Go there. I've been talking about them for years now. You got the grazing trays, the charcuterie trays, sandwiches, desserts, so many different options there to take care of no matter how many people, up to 60 in preset orders can be fed through that. So go ahead, get the orders in, even if you waited sort of to the last minute of the week of, or your numbers change, whatever the situation. Help us out, help them out, and help yourself out too there with JohnsonHillCreamery.com. Let's see. Florida playing Long Island University. They are the Sharks, LIU.
Yes.
Available for Billy Napier.
I did not see a line on this game either. Is there a line?
There's not a line on this game. That is correct. There's not a line.
So I need to go add a line to Illinois State.
It's 35.5.
We'll just go with that.
You want to go with that?
Yeah, I don't have a pen. I'm a journalist. I don't have a pen. Oh, you have a pen. See, there you go. That looks like my pen.
It could be your pen. I mean, I don't know. I could have taken it from the table at some point. It's not impossible.
Caught you. Red-handed.
I tell you, it probably is, unless I got it somewhere in the house, because I don't use that type of pen. I'm pretty persnickety about my types of pens that I use.
And I'm fairly sure that pen was in my bag at one point.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because that's the only pen like that, those black gel rollers, where maybe the most popular pen in the country, but that is for sure yours.
I don't typically like them because you get ink all over you.
I noticed it even on the paper. I was touching it, and it
ink.
No. That's not one of my pen types that I really like.
Same.
So why do you have it?
Probably because my wife bought it.
Okay. Good enough.
I bet that's the only answer I can come up with.
People on the stream today really talking about the Texas A&M UTSA game as an opportunity to lay some money on the Aggies. Minus 22.5 is your line there with A&M and the Roadrunners.
I think I agree, but trying not to drink that Kool-Aid, but boy, they keep swirling it. It looks good.
So sweet.
Oh, it looks delicious.
It doesn't have that Splenda or anything. It's got the real sugar in it too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you can tell
molasses type stuff going on there.
Like you watch someone drink it from afar, and you can tell they love it.
Neal's about 3 days away from claiming national titles for the Aggies. I mean, it's just inching that way and inching that way and inching that way.
I put them at 9-3. So didn't get them there.
No. But see, you kind of did, because you said on the board that 9-3 team was going to make the playoff.
No, I didn't. No,
did you not?
I said.
I think you did.
No. I said if you harbor any hope at all of it, and this is true.
Okay.
This is that cheerleading thing that people laugh. Like, I get it. You're too emotional to cheer for Auburn, LSU, whatever.
Okay.
But if you harbor any hope whatsoever of of your team, 9-3 Ole Miss,
okay,
sneaking into the playoff,
okay,
you need the SEC to dominate. You need Auburn to win at Baylor. You need Texas to win at Ohio State. You need LSU to win at Clemson. You need for the narrative to start developing that this league is an absolute booger bear. That it's the best. And that 9-3 in this league with, let's play it out. Let's say an overtime loss to LSU, a 6-point loss at Georgia, and a overtime loss to South Carolina, okay? You still get in because those teams are incredible. You don't need a bunch of SEC. I mean, look, I might as well be whistling in the wind because no one's going to do this.
You have to take college basketball mode and put it in college football where you want them to win.
Yeah, and it's almost impossible. People just won't do it because they don't do it in basketball either. Like you'll see like a team lose a game in November.
It's slightly different as in there's fewer spots. Like you're not going to get 15 bids, obviously.
Right.
So late in the year, maybe you are in a circumstantial situation, but by and large,
right,
you want them to be competitive.
Right. And so, yeah, I mean, look, Does week 1 matter? I don't know. If you go 10-2, you're going to get in anyway. Probably, I'm guessing. But, I mean, look, they've revised the formula. I don't know if you paid attention last week. They revised the formula to make strength of schedule matter.
Yes.
And if that's the case, yes, you want LSU to beat Clemson.
Yes.
You do. You want Auburn to beat Baylor. You want the SEC to start stacking power ratings on top of one another. But I know as those games get played, people are going to be like, ha ha. I'll give you an example. You don't want Kentucky to lose to Toledo. You don't.
No.
You can go, ha ha, isn't that funny? You don't want Mississippi State to lose to Southern Miss. You don't. Frankly, you want Mississippi State to bomb Southern Miss. I'm just going down the list here, so I'm not. You want Tennessee to win.
Yeah, there's 16 of them.
I mean, I'm just looking at games that could be killers. Like as funny as it would be to a lot of people, if Florida State beats Alabama, it's terrible for the league.
No, that'd be bad.
You know, some crazy deal where Arkansas loses to Alabama A&M or Vanderbilt loses to Charleston Southern. Those are bad outcomes for the league.
We do have a line on that if you want it.
Which one?
Vanderbilt, Charleston Southern.
Okay, what is it?
Do you want it?
Sure.
36. I'm costing us wins by doing this, though, because I'm putting stupid lines in against FCS teams.
Yeah,
so just leave them out.
Yeah, I'm leaving it.
I mean, ESPN is listing it, which is why I'm mentioning it, because it's in front of my face right now. But
I don't really use ESPN.
I don't know why we're doing this.
Yeah, I use DraftKings.
Okay. That's fine. LSU getting 4 at Clemson.
I mean, this is where
I'm taking LSU.
This is where if I'm going to be consistent with my beliefs, and that's the wrong word, not beliefs. If I'm going to trust the people that I've talked to, I'm probably taking LSU in the 4 points. I don't know.
I mean, I could easily be wrong, but I am taking LSU in this game.
Yeah.
I think LSU wins. I just kind of do. And I'm not like super high on them. I don't think they're about to go win the national title or anything. I just think they're going to win this game. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I've talked to people down there. I've talked to people very close to the Alabama program. And look, optimism reigns supreme, right? I mean, I'm not making fun of anybody here, but I saw our buddy Justin Hokanson. He tweeted a story, I guess at On 3.
Uh-huh.
And everybody on their staff is picking at least 8 wins, most 9. You know, optimism.
Not getting yelled at by your customers.
And you don't want to get yelled at, right? Oh, Gabe picked Missouri to go 8-4, and he goes, he told me, he goes, you would have thought that I picked them to go 4-8.
Mm-hmm. On Sunday, you got a couple games. Virginia Tech is at South Carolina. No, sorry, it's in Atlanta. I keep doing that. Yeah, Virginia Tech, South Carolina, SC -8 against the Hokies. And then Notre Dame at Miami on Sunday evening, 6:30 on ABC. Notre Dame -2.5.
And here's one. If you're cheering, frankly, on Sunday, you light your grill, and because nobody has work Monday.
And you go pull for the Gamecocks.
You pull for the Gamecocks, and you pull for the Hurricanes because you would like Notre Dame to start losing.
Yes. Get Notre Dame out of there. Get that thing gone.
But I don't know why we do this, because people are not going to cheer that way. They've been conditioned all of their lives to go, ha-ha. Because a lot of that is, and this is
human nature and such.
It's the trash talk aspect of today's social media. I don't live in that world because, frankly, I don't know anyone. So I don't participate I don't go anywhere to get trash talked.
I don't know anyone from South Carolina I could talk trash to. Yeah. I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm out on that.
I'm so anti-trash talk that I wouldn't do it if I knew 50 people.
Final game of the weekend, Monday, Labor Day, TCU -3 on the road at North Carolina.
Oh, that's a Monday game.
It is. Bill Belichick debut, TCU. Belichick announced that there's going to be a fall documentary on them on Hulu.
Oh.
What could go wrong there for the Tar Heels?
For the most part, those things are so watered down.
I don't know. Ole Miss thought it was the end of the world back in 2009 when they got that one canceled.
Well, that was the first sign that team was not going to make it.
They were a little fragile.
That team was tight. That team was tight, dude.
They were.
I mean, like a rope.
They
tight. I remember, I'll never forget Chris Lowe standing there next to me on a practice field, and he goes, "What do you think?" And I said, "No way." And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm here to do this big story." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just telling you, you need to build some outs into that thing." I said, "Look at how tight they are." And that's when he told me, he goes, "Do you know they pulled out of that show?" And I was like, "There you go." Anything that could be, I mean, no. That man was built to coach underdogs.
Their losses were Carolina, Auburn, Alabama, and who else?
Is it State?
Oh, yeah, State.
Lost to State.
Yeah, the Citrus Bowl would have gotten in game.
Yeah.
When Mullen got them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Auburn game where Ole Miss goes right down the field on the first drive and scores. It goes up like 7-0, and you went, okay, because you and I were both in Jordan Hare that night. And we're like, okay, well, whatever. And then nothing the rest of the game.
I remember Brian Matthews walking over to me and going, this is going to be all day. And I went, no, it won't.
And that was it right there.
They didn't do jack the rest of the day.
No, that was it.
That team was tight, man, all year. I mean, they almost blew that LSU game. I mean, just...
Oh, that was the miles and the clock mismanagement stuff.
I mean, if they just run the kicker out and kick the chip shot, LSU wins.
Uh-huh. Well, they waited 20 seconds to call the timeout or whatever before that.
Total mismanagement. Total just a disaster of clock management.
I remember being on the field and not really remembering or not recalling what was going on in real time. It was hard to figure out exactly what had happened when you're down on the corner and on the field there.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Different world, as we say. All right, back in a minute. Last break, and then we'll talk some more football. First, tell you about Horn Legend outfitting us this fall and beyond. Some great polos, quarter zips, hoodies, vests. Those are quilted, by the way. Got a lot of collegiate wear. So look, we mentioned white here this weekend. You got other colors coming up. You got stripe outs coming. So take advantage of that with Horn Legend when you purchase their premium polos, quarter zips, and more. Make sure you pick MPW Digital in the drop-down box. And then if you need some sports shirts, kind of the button-down, the dress shirt type thing, great material, great wear for those. They're great for all occasions. Like I said, I've been really, really impressed with those here in recent days. So check out the prints, the color palettes, and much more. That's hornlegend.com.
Get the beautiful, healthy smile you deserve at Corinth Dental. Dr. Bubba McQueen, Dr. Jenny Beth Hendrick are devoted to restoring and enhancing the natural beauty of your smile using conservative, state-of-the-art procedures that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. From routine checkups to advanced treatment, including implants and Invisalign, Corinth Dental is here to help you achieve your smile goals. Schedule your appointment today. Take the first step toward a better version of yourself. It's corinthdental.com. We're brought to you by Parrish Brewing Company. They're located right there in the heart of Cajun country in Broussard, Louisiana. Their simple goal is to make awesome craft brewed beer. I'm going to argue that they do it quite well. They have Dr. Juice, our Ghost in the Machine, which is my personal favorite. It's a double IPA brewed with an obscene quantity of hand-selected Citra hops from their favorite farm in Yakima Valley, Washington. They've got Pilsners, Porters, everything in between. Whatever you're looking for in beer, look for Parrish Brewing Company. You'll be glad you did. I'll have a mailbag up on Wednesday. It'll be brought to you by my friend Art Hayes of Sotheby's International Realty. Are you thinking of making a move? Put the power of Sotheby's to work for you. As a licensed agent with Sotheby's International Realty and a supporter of all things Ole Miss, Art can help you buy or sell in your hometown or anywhere in the world at no charge to you. Seriously. So call and ask Art how. 612-805-5929 or email Art at arthur.hayes@lakesmn.com.
Podcast also brought to you by G&M Pharmacy, 662-236-2222. They deliver locally in the Oxford area and offer medicine. Free prescriptions same time each month to take care of you. So where it's one stop once a month and get everything you need when you need it with G&M. So again, Holly Springs or Oxford for G&M. That's 662-236-2222. Most expensive card ever was sold. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant together on a card. The card also features signatures from both players and patches from their game-worn jerseys.
Oh,
$12.932 million
wow.
for that trading card.
Wow.
The price zooms past the previous record holder, a Mickey Mantle card that sold for $12.6 million.
Wow.
Everybody kind of knows their pictures are kind of slumped over, kind of sort of talking. Kobe's in purple with the gold, MJ in the white with the red. So,
yeah, great players.
If you're just curious of what it looks like, Venus Williams in the U.S. Open tonight at 45 years old has been trying to do a little bit of a comeback. That's on TV. And I'm just reading through what I got for the day. Neal's not impressed. He does not want to watch, but it's there. Tonight, 7 o'clock. Vanderbilt has started volleyball back, so every now program in the SEC has volleyball. They have not had volleyball since 1980. So just one of those just general things.
That's good.
I don't think they suck. They opened up against number 14 Kansas and lost 3-2 in 5 sets last night. So probably a pretty good effort for the Lady Doors.
How about that?
There.
Looks like SEC soccer's off to a good start. They've got a bunch of national wins.
Do they?
I've seen that, yes.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, Ole Miss beats – no, I said UAB. I was wrong. They beat Southern Miss over the weekend. They did beat UAB too, but Southern Miss was over the weekend, I'm pretty sure.
Congratulations. Yeah, sure.
Like I said, hope they do well. This is a throwaway thing, but it told me, why are we not doing this? We're still moving toward this SEC Big Ten situation, however this is playing out. I get they're at odds right now, and the Big Ten's doing all it's doing about 28 and 24 and just let everybody in and see where it is. They're throwing things against the wall right now a little bit. What? You got a thought while I'm talking?
It's going to depend on money.
Well, we got to a 9th game with less money than I expected. I know the price is going to go up, but the ADs had originally rejected the $5 million a year, and now that's essentially what it got done for.
Yep.
Which told you TV didn't go crazy extra, and they went, okay, fine.
Yeah. Well, it also tells you that new deals are coming soon.
So it just didn't matter right now.
It's my opinion. I'd be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an AD. I hadn't talked to any ADs. Just have a sense that big change is coming. This disparity is such that I don't know that that's particularly.
Back in the spring when Destin, or I guess early summer when Destin was going on, Brian Kelly and some other coaches had discussed wanting to do the Big Ten SEC Challenge, where you just do the 1 week and you play each other, and that's your big non-conference game for the year and how you start the schedule. So this is fodder for that, because I do think that's eventually where it would go. Or where it's going to go. I do think we see an SEC Big Ten weekend, or however you want to put that together from a schedule standpoint, for that being how they solve these non-conference matchups. And everybody else is just out of luck for the most part. It is what it is.
Again, I go back to the metric that they talked about for the playoff. It went heavy strength of schedule, power rating kind of thing. I mean,
so The Athletic took 2 of their editors or writers or whatever they did, and they essentially assigned 1 to each league and did a process to match these for a weekend to see what it would look like.
Okay.
So in those hypothetical matchups, this is what we're not getting by not having this in play. And if you want to talk about TV and fans getting one, this is it, because this is how it worked out.
Yeah.
Texas, Penn State.
Yes.
Georgia, Ohio State.
Yep.
Alabama, Oregon.
Sure.
LSU, Illinois.
Yeah.
Florida, Indiana.
Yeah,
fine.
Sure.
South Carolina.
I'd rather watch Florida, Indiana than Florida, Long Island.
You would. South Carolina, Michigan.
And more importantly, if I were a fan of Florida, I mean, it's an insult. No offense. I'm sorry. I have a strong feeling on this.
Okay.
It is an insult to Ole Miss fans to say, hey, come in November to the Citadel game. Sorry, It is. It is. I'm sorry. It's an insult. Those of you who do it, God bless you, you're saints. Now, they'll build it in and they'll put a basketball game the night before. They'll do some things to make it work, but it's still an insult. You walk into that stadium that day knowing you are going to watch 60-0. Unless the only way it won't be is if the team is A, beat up, B, checked out, or C, just don't care. If they play hard, they're going to win by 1,000 points.
Sure.
I don't know how that's compelling.
It's not.
Okay.
South Carolina, Michigan.
Sure.
Ole Miss, USC. I mean, that one's easy.
You were going to get that as fans until you didn't get it.
Yeah, that was on the schedule.
But they kept the Citadel, and I'm not criticizing. Yeah. I get it. I understand why this stuff happened. But if you're talking about what's good for fans, what's good for viewers, what's good for TV, yes, Ole Miss versus USC would be compelling television.
Oklahoma, Nebraska.
I mean, when I was a kid, that was one of the biggest games.
And then here's the point, is that's half the league.
Yeah.
Even this other half is still compelling.
Okay.
A&M, Washington. You're in?
Yeah, sure.
Auburn and Iowa.
Yeah.
You're in.
Absolutely.
Tennessee, UCLA. That wouldn't take anything right now.
No.
Vanderbilt, Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah.
Better than what I'm getting. It's fine.
Yeah, it's better than Vanderbilt. Who's Charleston Southern.
Missouri, Michigan State. All in.
Oh, sure.
Arkansas, Wisconsin.
Oh, absolutely.
Kentucky, Rutgers. Whatever.
Okay.
And Mississippi State, Maryland. When Mississippi State, Maryland is your last pick, I'm still good.
But I'd rather watch Mississippi State play Maryland than I would Mississippi State play Southern Miss.
That's what I'm saying. Good. Well, and definitely everybody else they play. I mean, I guess I do give State credit to play Arizona State. But
yeah, no, I'm not criticizing. I'm just if I'm a State fan, Maryland comes to town. That's interesting. If I'm a Maryland fan, hey, Mississippi State comes to town. There's an SEC team in town. I'm interested.
Yeah, Lane can't and won't, with a straight face, complain about crowd size against the Citadel. You can't make that argument.
Someone says they're playing ULM in basketball the night before. I mean, I'm not criticizing Ole Miss. Everybody does it. Everybody has one of these incredible dud games. I get it. I'm just saying you're never going to talk me into this as compelling to fans.
No.
I think that game's at 11 a.m., so I'm thankful.
Okay.
Here's how you know that game's not compelling. It'll be at 11 a.m. and not one fan will bitch about it being at 11.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, okay, cool. And you're like, okay, see?
Get it over with, go watch football, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the way that will work.
No, and I think he has learned his lesson on that. I don't think he will criticize the 15,000 empty seats.
Shohei hit his 45th home run yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
He did. He's pretty good. Your Cubs are in the one wild card spot?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. 5 back.
They have not generated your enthusiasm.
I watched yesterday because Kyle Hendricks pitched against them. And I love Kyle Hendricks. Lots of good Kyle Hendricks memories. So it was kind of sad watching him pitch against the Cubs, but I got into the game a little bit. They're playing a little. I think they're 8-2 in their last 10.
Okay.
They played well against the Brewers over the week. We'll see. I just don't. I've not watched them at any point this season and said that's a World Series team. But then you look around the league at the records and stuff, and you're like, they have a better record than the Dodgers, better record than the Padres. I think they have the second best record in the National League, maybe third.
No, really?
Yeah.
And maybe the top differential, I want to say. Pretty sure they are number one.
Brewers are the top.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The Brewers here lately, the only thing I'm going to say about the Brewers here lately is that they are starting to look like the team whose luck is starting to turn.
Which?
It happens.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, they were a strike away from a win, and they gave up a 2-run single and lost. They had the game against the Cubs the other day with bases loaded, 2 outs, and hit a screamer, but right at the second baseman. And you're like, you guys won like 30 of those.
Yeah.
And
it will even up.
Yeah.
It's how that works.
As we get into football season, if your team's winning a bunch of games by a field goal, it's coming.
Well, I mean, the number one sport for that is college baseball because the sample sizes are so small for half the season. When they're getting them, it goes, oh, my God, they are world beaters. And then they lose for 2 straight weekends. You go, they suck. What's happened? It's like, because that ball's not falling anymore.
Yeah. Their BABIP changed just a little, and there you go.
That's it. So, anyway. All right, fun week ahead. We got a lot of stuff. Been telling you about that. So check out Rebels 24/7. Neal still gets you 60, or you can get that Paramount for cheaper collectively if you pay full price there with Rebels 24/7 or 247sports.com. Lane Kiffin speaking just before noon today, or we hope just before noon today. And then some players and stuff throughout the week as well. So, again, a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of content, a lot of good podcasts, too. So, take care. It's game week. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.